Hi everyone, it's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara, your friendly magical vacation specialist, coming to you today with an instructional video on Fast Pass Plus at Walt Disney World and the new Max Pass at Disneyland Resort in California. So let's get started. I want to cover this because I get a lot of questions from people about what this is and how it works. Does it cost money, etc.? So let's talk about it. First of all, let me show you what this stuff looks like. So we'll start with the My Disney Experience app. Here is my phone. This is the My Disney Experience app. It says Disney World underneath it. That is where all of your fast passes and dining reservations will live once I make them for you on your My Disney Experience account and you book a trip with me. Okay, so we want to make sure you know that to download this to your phone, there is a separate video I have on how to use the My Disney Experience app. But this is Fast Pass Plus focused. So let's talk about it. I've pulled up my account. There I am. I'm Belle. La, la, la. So in the choices under my plans, right there, you'll see that Fast Pass is the first option, Fast Pass Plus, and it says Get Fast Pass. Down here, if I've already booked you fast passes, it'll show them. But right now, I'm not 60 days out from my trip, so I only have dining booked, but not fast passes. And of course, my hotel room shows up here as well. You know, if my camera wants to cooperate. There. So if I had fast passes, this is where they would show up. So I'm going to click on Get a Fast Pass. Now, I'm going to book you 3 fast passes per day of tickets you have in advance if you're staying on property 60 days out. If you're staying off property and you're buying tickets that I get a commission off of, just going to buy it for you. If you're buying a one-day ticket to Walt Disney World, I'm not going to do your fast passes for you. However, if you're buying several days worth of tickets, then I will help you with that as well. And I will link everything to your My Disney Experience account for you as well. So if I click on Get a Fast Pass on my Disney Experience app, it tells me when my window's open. 30 days in advance if you're staying off property and 60 days in advance if you're staying on property. You may get up to 3 Fast Pass Plus experiences for each day of your visit. Not day of your visit, day of tickets. Touch your linked Magic Band or card to the Fast Pass Plus touch point anytime during your 1-hour arrival window. After enjoying 3 Fast Pass Plus experiences in a day, use the app to make more same-day picks. That's pretty much all we need to cover today. So let's go over each point individually. First of all, if you're staying on property, I'm going to make these Fast Passes for you in your My Disney Experience account days in advance from your trip. Okay? Most of my clients stay on property. So that's going to happen first. Then 70 days out, so if you're staying on property, I'm going to send you your Fast Pass Plus choices. The reason I don't send them earlier is because they change. So like new rides are happening, new things are going under refurbishment, they're changing the tier system, whatever. It's just all going to be different. So I wait until about 10 days before I can make your Fast Pass choices, and then I send you a PDF of your choices. That PDF has height requirements for each ride on it. It has the recommendations from our agency on which ones we would pick as a first choice, which ones we would pick as a second choice, etc. And of course, you can always ask me questions because your experience and what you want as far as your rides go are going to be different from all my other clients. Every client's different. The age of kids you're taking with you are different. If you're not taking kids at all, that's a different experience. If you're taking toddlers versus teenagers, that's a different experience. If you're taking boys versus girls, that's a different experience. So I will talk with you and help you personalize it, but I will send you your choices 70 days out, okay? If you're staying on property. I will go in at 60 days out and make your Fast Pass choices. I will do my best to get your top level choice. But you need to give me some alternates because this is really early in the morning that I do this, and you're not going to want me texting you and asking you what you want instead. If your first choice is not available, trust me. So you definitely want to let me know what your alternate choices are because I'm going to need to know that early in the morning if I need to make an alternate. So the good news about that is when I send you your Fast Pass choices days out, I will also be sending a link on our website, simplymagicalvacations.com, that allows you to choose your fast passes and choose alternates for every single day of tickets that you have. So it's real easy. There's a drop-down menu. You pick what you want, and then it sends me an email that has everything in it so that when I go in there to make your fast pass choices, I have it all listed out for me, easy to read, and I can go in there and figure out what you want. And if for some reason they don't have it, like maybe you're taking a large group or you're trying to get Flight of Passage or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, that can be very difficult, even with a small group. So if I can't get that, I need to know what your second choice is. So that I will send you when I send your choices. And so you get 3 fast passes in advance at 1 park per day of tickets that you have. If you are staying on property, you get that 60 days out. If you are staying off property, you get that 30 days out. And here's the thing. If you're staying off property, you're going to really appreciate me because I have to go in every single morning of your tickets and make fast passes every single day that corresponds to 30 days out from that day of your trip. They don't let us do it consecutively if you are staying off property. That only happens if you're staying on property. So those of you who are staying on property, I can make your fast passes for the whole trip that morning. Those of you who are staying off property, that's why I'm not going to do this for you unless you buy a certain number of tickets because I have to get up every single day of your trip and make fast passes. So what you need to know is, even if you have a park hopper ticket, you are not going to get to make a fast pass in multiple different parks in advance. So those 3 fast passes, again, can only be at 1 park in advance. You're going to need to know which day you're going to want to be at which park. And that is what you'll tell me when you fill out that form online. The other thing you need to know about that is I've probably booked your dining because that happens at 180 days out. And so we're going to work around that. I know when your dining times are. I'm the one that entered them. So I'm going to work around that to make sure that your fast passes don't interfere with your dining. Okay. So we definitely work around that, but that's definitely going to probably tell you which day you're going to be at which park because we've already booked your dining there. Okay, so 3 fast passes max per day of tickets at 1 park in advance. Then when you get there, you're going to touch your linked Magic Band, Mickey to Mickey, or ticket card. If you're staying off property, you get this. You're going to touch that Mickey to Mickey on the Fast Pass pole at the Fast Pass entrance of that ride. Okay. Now for my clients, I'm going to send you an itinerary that shows you what fast passes you have when and what dining reservations you have when. It's something I do for you that you can save to your phone. So you'll have that and you'll know where to go. If not, look it up in your My Disney Experience app, which is why you need it on your phone. Okay. Now, once you scan your band or your card at the Fast Pass pole at the Fast Pass entrance to your ride, then you will be able to, once you scan that third one, if we booked you 3 in advance, once you scan that one, you can make your own fast passes 1 at a time for the whole rest of the day. And if you have a park hopper ticket, you can make them at any park you want. It does not have to be at the park you're standing in right then. So let's say that you started your day at Magic Kingdom. I made you 3 fast passes. You've used the third one. It was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and now you're ready to go to Epcot. So you're going to take the monorail to Epcot while you have just scanned, after you scan your Magic Band at the Fast Pass entrance for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, while you're still walking through the line to get to the ride, whip out your phone, get on your My Disney Experience app, click on Get Fast Pass, which I just showed you how to do. It's going to ask you, it's going to show you first because you're logged in. Now, come on. Okay, so it's going to show you first because you're logged in. Then it's going to have all these other people, and it's going to say who else is going on that ride. Now, here's the thing that just changed, and we talked about in my last video. You no longer can change your party after you've selected a party for a Fast Pass. So make sure you know who's going before you select their names on your family list, okay? So you select who else is going, then you hit continue. I just picked myself. Now, the next thing it's going to give you is a calendar. So depending on what day you're there, you click on whatever day you want that Fast Pass. Then it's going to say select a theme park. Okay, so at the top is Magic Kingdom, then Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. You pick the park you want your Fast Pass at. I'm going to pick Magic Kingdom. Now, this happens after you have used the ones that I have booked for you in advance, okay? After you scan your band on that very last ride, everybody in your party, your band, or scan their ticket card is when you can start making individual fast passes one at a time for the whole rest of the on your app. Okay, so once my park, Magic Kingdom, it shows me times. Do I want morning, afternoon, evening, or do I know what time I want? So I can scroll through, like let's say it's noon. Well, obviously I don't want morning. So I'm going to scroll through and I want 12 p.m. So I'm going to click on 12 p.m. It's searching, checking FastPass availability, checking. Okay, so at 12 p.m. on Wednesday, May 9th at the Magic Kingdom, here's what's still available. I got the Barnstormer, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Buzz Lightyear, Dumbo, Enchanted Tales with Belle, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, Jungle Cruise, Mad Tea Party, Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Meet Ariel, Meet Cinderella and Elena, Meet Mickey Mouse, Meet Rapunzel, Meet Tinkerbell, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, Peter Pan's Flight, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, Tomorrowland Speedway, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid. The things that are no longer available, so you look at the bottom, it'll say currently unavailable, are Mickey's PhilharMagic and Seven Dwarfs. If I didn't reserve Seven Dwarfs Mine Train out, you're not getting it. Fair warning. So that's a hard one to get at the Magic Kingdom. But I have all these other choices, and some of those are really hard too, like Buzz Lightyear, Peter Pan's Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain. All those are still available for Wednesday, May 9th. That's a good day to go, friends. So I can pick any time. It says there are so many choices. So all right, I'm trying to get it to, there we go. 12 p.m., 12:25 p.m. Dumbo has 11:40, 12:05, 12:50. Enchanted Tales with Belle, 1:30, 4:30. So you just click on whatever time you want. Let's say I want Buzz Lightyear at 11:40. Okay, it shows me Buzz Lightyear, 11:40 to 12:40 is my window. One guest, me, that's who's going. Then you bottom click confirm. As soon as you do that, it puts it into your My Disney Experience account. It links it to your Magic Band or your whatever you've got. Now let me tell you something about these. Those of you who are staying off property, this is what you're going to get. This is your ticket. Unless you link it to your My Disney Experience account and already have a Magic Band linked, you're not going to be able to use a Magic Band. This is what you're using. So once you scan this at your FastPass, you can put in and a FastPass at any other park if you have a park hopper, or just at the park you're in if you have a base ticket. Okay? The back of this thing is how you can link it to your account. See that little code? You can scan it into your My Disney Experience app, or you can put in that number at the bottom. It also says it's a 5-day park hopper. Now this doesn't work for those of you who are trying to screenshot it and use it. I've already used all the days on this. But that's how it works. So you can link it to your account if you already have a Magic Band linked. And it will link it to that Magic Band if you don't want to carry the card around, okay? So that's how it works when you're making one choice or one FastPass at a time the whole rest of the day after you've used your first 3 in the app. Okay, so I just showed you how to do that. A lot of people don't know how to do that. So if you don't want them to know, don't share. But that's how you do it. So if you're, done with your 3, and like I said, as soon as you scan the 3rd one, immediately go into your app and pick another FastPass, either at that park or another park, if you've got a park hopper ticket. Do not, your FastPasses, do not leave them on the table, people. They are free. So if you have tickets, you have FastPasses. Once you've used your first 3, start booking more, as many as you can get. I've gotten 15 to 20 in one day. I did all of the rides at the Magic Kingdom in one day on a holiday. On Memorial Day, I did every single ride at the Magic Kingdom. If you know how to do your FastPasses, you can do it. You don't have to wait in line, okay? So it's definitely worth it. So definitely save this video, watch it over and over. I'm also going to put it on my YouTube page, so it'll be searchable there. But definitely figure out how to do that. It's not hard. Just click on Get FastPass and follow buttons and choose who you have in your party. But remember, no more changing who's in that party. So as soon as you book their FastPass, you can add people to your FastPass party. You can no longer change the names, okay? So once it's all done, one at a time, the whole rest of the day. If you've got a park hopper, do it at another park. If you've got a base ticket, do it at that park you're at. as many as you want. As soon as you scan your band or your card for the next FastPass that you booked on your app, book another one. Okay, that's how it works. So as soon as you scan that band, as soon as everybody scans their tickets, book another one. Get on your app, another one. And here's another tip. Just because it's only showing certain times does not mean that you can't get an earlier time. I try to book my FastPasses right after the one I'm at, so I don't have any wait in between. This is not always available, or at least the times that I want aren't necessarily available for the ride that I want. Who cares? Book the closest one you can get, and then go back into your FastPass. So once you've made that selection, it'll show up on your home screen there on My Disney Experience. Click on that FastPass, click Modify, and look for an earlier time. Then scroll through the times and keep clicking on the earlier ones. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, until you find an earlier one, because people are canceling these or no showing for them all day long, including day of. So if I couldn't get you a hard to get one like Flight of Passage or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because maybe you had a big group or whatever, always search the day of and keep modifying. Modify. Keep clicking on it. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 10:30, 11:30, 1, whatever time you're trying to get until the FastPass you want shows up. Then click confirm. It'll cancel the other one and it'll move it up to the time you want. I'm sharing my secrets with you now, people, so pay attention. So modify. You can get an earlier time than what you booked. Book whatever it has as the available time. Go back and change it. Keep pressing those times. It's like refreshing, basically. Keep pressing those times until the time you want shows up. Eventually, they usually do. Now, sometimes they don't, but it's worth a try. Okay, so that's how FastPasses work at Walt Disney World. If you're staying on property or off property, if you have a ticket card versus a Magic Band. And either way, I'm probably going to be the one that books them for you. So they're going to show up in your My Disney Experience account when you're at the park. If you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, there are guest services locations throughout the park. You can go to a guest service location and say, I don't know how to book my next FastPass. Will you help me? And they'll go into your My Disney Experience account for you and book you another one. There are also FastPass kiosks all around the parks that are just little computer screens where you scan your Magic Band at the bottom or you scan your card. Then you choose the people in your party that want to do a FastPass, and then it shows you FastPass options and times at whatever park you choose, just like this one is, except if you're at a certain park using a kiosk, it's just rides for that park that are available. So you go to the kiosk, you pick the ride time you want, you click on it. It also puts it on your Magic Band and in your My Disney Experience account. So you can do it that way too. So there's 3 ways to do it: on your app, at a kiosk, or at a guest services location. There you go. All right, so after you've booked your stuff at Walt Disney World and you book one at a time the whole rest of the day, great, yay. If you need to cancel one, let's say that I booked you 3 for the next day, but you decide you want to switch parks in the morning and you don't want any of those. You want to reschedule them. Go to 3 that were booked in advance and go for other ones at the park you do instead, whatever's left. You never know. So you can do that as well. Just hit cancel, get them off, go pick some new ones. Okay, but the important thing is, as soon as that last band is scanned for the last ride, start picking your next FastPass. As soon as you scan the band for that next one, pick another. You can get a lot of rides a day and a lot of attractions done in a day if you'll do it that way. Okay, so let's talk about Max Pass, because this is new and different only at Disneyland. So I'm going to open my Disneyland app for you now. Disneyland right here. So I'm going to click on that, and it's opening. La la la, Disneyland. There we go. There's my account. All right, Disneyland. Today, times, parks, hotels, my ticket plans, see all my plans, and get FastPass with Disney Max Pass. Right there. With Disney Max Pass. This one I just have dining again because Disneyland, you can only do your dining 60 days out. And you can only do your fast passes in person the day of. Okay, so I've already linked my ticket, my app. I bought these as e-tickets and then I linked them. So there they are. So what I'm going to do is Max Pass. Then I would click on Get Fast Pass Disney Max Pass. This is what Disney Max Pass is like. You can save time in line and download the day's PhotoPass photos. So Disney Max Pass gives you two things. It gives you Fast Pass availability on your phone, and if you've linked everybody's ticket to your phone. It gives you all your photos, your PhotoPass photos at Disneyland for that day that you get Max Pass. $8 per day per ticket that you have linked for Max Pass. And you pay that each day. And it will not let you add it until you're standing in the park. So you're standing in the park, you add Max Pass, and then you get photos for that day, and you get your phone instead of having to go to the kiosk in the park and scan your tickets from your phone and get fast passes that way, which you can still do for free. Max $10 per ticket per person per day. Enter the park you wish to visit using your ticket. Go to the map within the Disneyland app. Tap the circular character icon at the top of at the bottom of the screen. Sign in. Tap Get Fast Pass with Disney Max Pass, which I just showed you. Select all the guests in your party who wish to use the Max Pass feature. If someone is not listed, link their ticket. Purchase the Disney Max Pass feature for any guests who do not already have it, and make your Fast Pass selections and enjoy your downloads, your photo downloads. Here's how you purchase Max Pass if you don't yet have tickets. Go to the map within the Disneyland app, tap the circular character icon at the bottom, sign in with your Disney account, tap Buy Tickets. Purchase the Disney Max Pass. So that's an option if you purchase the tickets on the app. But if I have tickets for you, then that's not something I can do for you. You can only do it when you get to the park. And then you click on that button I showed you. Then you go back to the map, tap the circular character icon, tap Get Fast Pass with Disney Max Pass, select all guests in your party, purchase the Max Pass feature for any guests who do not already have it, and make your selections. Here's how you link your PhotoPass photos. It's fast and easy. Ask Disney PhotoPass photographers to either scan your PhotoPass card or the code on your phone. There's a code on your phone. Be sure to also link your Disney PhotoPass card to your Disney account. Enter the ID code for attraction photos in the Disneyland app. You'll find the 8-character code on the photo monitor when you exit an attraction. Ask a cast member for help if you cannot locate your photo. Disney Max Pass for annual pass holders. You don't need to know that. Okay, so they strongly advise you to check the Fast Pass availability first before you buy Max Pass for that day, because you're paying $10 per person per ticket. And if there's no more Fast Passes at the park that you want to go to, then it's kind of a waste of your money to buy Max Pass. Okay, so they want you to check beforehand so that you don't just buy it and then there's no Fast Passes left for you that day. So Fast Pass at Disneyland is through Max Pass live at a kiosk in front of the ride that you want a Fast Pass for, and it is day of. You cannot do this ahead of time in Disneyland. It is day of, okay? So once you're there and you've Max Pass, or you decided to go in and get the paper version, whatever you're doing at the kiosk at the ride, you scan your ticket and then it prints out the next available Fast Pass time at the little kiosk things. Also put it in your app. So even if you don't have Max, you're scanning your ticket from your phone if you've linked your tickets to your app, which I have. So my Fast Passes will show up in my app even if I don't purchase Max Pass. Okay. So once you do that, you have your tickets in there, you have your Fast Pass in there. The way it works at Disneyland is you can't get 3 at a time. You can only have 1 at a time. However, once you scan that one, so once your Fast Pass window starts, you're in your window for that Fast Pass you've already booked, you may book another. So you can either go to another kiosk, or if you have Max Pass, you could book another on your phone. So once you're in that window, you could technically have 2 at a time. Also, if you have booked a Fast Pass for World of Color, for seating for World of Color, the show at Disney's California Adventure, or if you booked like a Fast Pass for seating for Fantasmic at Disneyland, those do not count against your other Fast Passes. So even though you already have that one booked, it does not count against booking one for a ride. So it does not count that as one. It counts that as just separate, like a show, and doesn't count it as against you, okay? Still go and book one for a ride. So that is Fast Pass at Disneyland versus Fast Pass at Disney World. The major difference is at Disneyland, you can only do it day of. At Disney World, you can do it in advance and then day of after you've used the ones we booked in advance. I am not sure if they will, I don't know what's going on. Now they're doing this whole digital key thing at Disney World. There are no magic bands at Disneyland. And now they're starting to add the same capabilities to the Disneyland app that My Disney Experience has in Walt Disney World, including mobile ordering. So I'm just kind of wondering if you'll have an option to use a magic band or else use your card. Or use your phone and link your card to your phone, almost like an Apple Wallet type feature, but on the My Disney Experience app. I kind of wonder if it's eventually going to get to that point to where you can choose and you don't have to wear the magic band, because some people don't like wearing them. And for little kids, for like toddlers or babies, those things are so huge. Even if you take off the exterior layer, like I have, big for me, I wear the child size. Even if you take off the exterior layer of the magic band, it's still big. And you know, some people put them on their infant's leg, or you know, I think that's why they started getting those keeper things too, where you could just, it's like a keychain that you can put the little puck in. This thing in the middle comes out, and you could put it in that. Use that for their baby, because it's very difficult to put a magic band on a baby. So it's also, sometimes the magic bands don't work when you're trying to enter your hotel room, especially if you have a whole bunch of them linked to your account. And so now with this ability to do this digital key thing on your phone and open it with your Bluetooth on your phone rather than your magic band, I just kind of wonder if eventually it'll be everything that, and you can have the choice of wearing a magic band or using your phone. We shall see. But currently, these are both your choices, and either choice you have, that's how that's going to work. And I wanted to say, your magic bands have a number on the inside and your name. So does this little card. It doesn't have your name on it, but it does have a number. The people that I'm booking off property and linking your fast passes to a card, you are going to have to make sure, and you can go in and see on your My Disney Experience app whose number corresponds to their name. So you can see their card number under My Tickets on the app, either the Disneyland app or the My Disney Experience app. Scroll through that, see whose number is related to whose person, and if I were you, I'd take a Sharpie to that card and write down whose card it is, because later on in the day, they may want to go, like especially if you have teenagers, you may let them loose and they may want to go like on the monorail over to Epcot and ride Soarin' or something, and without you. And maybe you have your grandkids and they're young and they can't ride that ride anyway, so they're going to stay at the Magic Kingdom. If you've got people separating in your party and doing different fast passes all at the same time, which is totally possible with the fast pass system, they're linked to your ticket. So you have to make sure that everybody has the right ticket so that they're able to use their fast pass. Otherwise, whatever they think, or whatever fast pass they think they have, they won't be able to use if it's not that number. Okay, so I hope I'm not confusing you, but there is a number on those cards, and so you have to look at once I upload them to your account, you have to scroll through and look and see whose number is whose, so that you have the right card for the right person, especially if you're going to be splitting up. Okay. So I know that's complicated, but that's just how you have to do it. So go back to this video and rewatch if you forget. All right, so that is how Fast Pass works at Walt Disney World and at Magic Kingdom. I'm sorry, at Disneyland. Universal Orlando, which I can change what I said to include this. Universal Orlando does not have Fast Pass that is purchasable to add on to your ticket if you're purchasing just a one-day ticket, or if you're staying on property at one of the Universal properties, you're going to get, if you're staying at one of their premier properties, so like the Deluxe in Disney. If you're staying at one of their higher-end properties like Royal Pacific, Hard Rock Cafe, or Portofino Bay, you automatically get an Express Pass Unlimited just because you're staying there. So let me tell the difference between the two. Express Pass you can add if you're staying in a value or lower level. You're going to get the early morning hour. They call it morning attraction hour or whatever. It's only at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it's different Universal Islands of Adventure. park you happen to be at, or whatever park early hour, that's the one you want to go to Harry Potter World that morning. Okay, so you get that no matter which Universal property you stay at. Also, little tidbit, if I, as the travel agent, books your Universal one to park ticket so that you can go to Harry Potter World one day of your vacation, you also get that early morning hour to whatever park has the opening that morning for Harry Potter World. Yeah, that's right. But only if a travel agent books your tickets for you. Perk with booking with me. And the prices are the same, so it's not like you're paying any extra, but you're getting a perk that you wouldn't get unless you're staying on property if you book through me. So, morning hour, let's Disney World of Harry Potter, you get those rides done at it's a morning. When the other time, go over there, ride the Harry Potter rides because you're already in the parks and you'll get there faster than the other people entering at park open. So go there, get those rides done, you're good to go. If you feel like you need the Express Pass, here's how it works. And it now includes the Harry Potter rides. The Express Pass, if you add it on to your one-day ticket, is more than the cost of the ticket per person. So just fair warning on that. It is expensive. And what it is it gets you front of the line for each ride that's included on the pass, which includes Harry Potter rides now, one time. So the Express Pass itself just gets you front of the line one time per ride on the Express Pass availability that has an express line. If you're staying in a premier resort, Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, and Portofino Bay, you will automatically get the Express Unlimited Pass. The difference there is you get front of the line for every single ride in Express Pass lines as many times as you want every single day of tickets you have. So that one is definitely a deal you can't get unless you stay at one of those hotels. And you get through all those rides so quickly that you can go back and ride whatever you want over and over and over again because you'll have front of the line every single time. So that's the difference between an Express Unlimited versus an Express Pass. Express Pass is just one front of the line for each one of those rides one time. Express Unlimited is as many times as you want during that day, as many rides as you want. Express front of the line every single time. Okay, so I have some people work the system like this. Book a one-night stay at one of the deluxe resorts. That includes a 2-day ticket. You will get to use it the day you check in as an Express Unlimited Pass and the next day, having only stayed one night. It may be worth it to you to do that. It's way cheaper to do that than it is to add the Express Pass to a one-day ticket. There you go. So that is Universal too. That doesn't take a lot to explain. So I'll add that to the description and that way you'll know how those work at Universal. All right. So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, obviously you can put them in the comments here and I'll go back and answer them. But I'm also going to put this video on my YouTube page. The link is pinned to my the top of my page here, the YouTube link. So you can click on that and it's searchable then. You can search for Fast Pass video and find it. All right. Thanks so much. Hope this helped. Talk to you later. Bye.